What makes good theatre?
I think anything anybody enjoys, really. I think it's really down to the individual, because I mean someone could go into something and hate one thing but love another.
I think a part of having good theatre would be what the performers get out of it, just as much as what the audience gets out of it. I think.
Good writers, good directors, and frankly good actors, of course. Everything makes good theatre that works together. Anything on its own doesn't really create theatre.
Occasionally, just for kind of pure enjoyment, like comedy and stuff is often for people to just go and have a bit of a laugh at, which is nice. Quite often as a hobby, like amateur dramatic plays and things like that, that's just having a laugh, having fun, creating theatre for people to watch.
Good, just like an atmosphere, like a good atmosphere, I think. Like, it doesn't matter what the performance is or like the sort of genre or style, if it's got a good atmosphere.
I feel good theatre is made to provoke thought and to provoke a reaction from the audience.
Theatre is something that I can get into and I can have questions about it, and something that will change perhaps my perspective or something that I previously thought about a situation.
Good theatre is made from a person's experience, the truth, also the passion of believing you are the performer, showing the spectator what you have to offer to them.
A good story. I'd say a good story, something that brings the audience in.
It's sometimes it's good sort of to be entertained, but not entertained in the way just that you enjoyed it and you went away and you were like, oh, that's a nice story, but something you feel that you've got something from it.
It can be, right, why was that like that? Why was that theatre?
Something that you can take, you can see, and you can either take what you want from it, you can leave it where it is and just enjoy the experience, or you can go home and you can think and make your own thing from that.
Is theatre a dying art form?
I kind of think it is, which is horrible as someone who wants to be a part of it, but I think so many people are focused on TV and film now that going to see something live just doesn't have that same effect on people anymore.
See, I don't know, just because there's a lot of people who want to do it and love it, but the whole thing with, it's like, I don't know, like, because you know, like how people are like, oh, it's not really a profession, like it's hard to get into, what's it? I don't know, like giving up, people give up easily.
I'd say yes. I've got my views on what is popular and to a sense to an audience. TV now these days, there's a lot more TV than there is theatre going on, especially now with Netflix and all that, internet and stuff, the fact that you can stream. I think that's more appealing to an audience where they can just stay at home and just watch Netflix instead of going to see a live performance.
No, it'll never die. Not like when you've got television. It's always going to reinvent. I don't think it'll ever die because it's been going for like years. Like, I've always known it. Like, my mum and dad, born in the 60s, they've always known it. Maybe it's different to what it was then than to how it is now, but it'll never die.
I think it is. I think theatre is dying. With the kind of addition of film is massive at the moment, you know. Geez, the industry in film, since that started, theatre has slowly slipped, and, you know, YouTube is becoming a big platform.
I'd say yeah, to be honest. I'd say yeah, 100% yeah. Adamant. As coming where I'm coming from, it's a heavily gang populated area, as a lot of people know. And a lot of young kids look up to like actors and like on screen film actors, rappers, you know, like artists that are approachable and accessible to them. Like everyone goes home, watches a film online and think, yeah, that's sick, that's good, like that's cool. But then only a selected few of those people think, okay, I could do that, like I could actually do that. And I feel like with what I want to do, I want to incorporate all the different formats of expression that I've encountered along my journey, like to where I am now, being 20 years old. Like, I want to format all that into theatre, so then it would be more accessible and approachable to young kids to think, okay, theatre's not just full of old, grey-haired people that talk with a Shakespearean tongue. Like,
I think so, but I'm determined to make it not a dying art form. I think nowadays, especially looking at a lot of youth I've worked with, a lot of children in school, and I'll go in to a school and I'll be like, right, we're doing theatre today, and everyone just stares at you blank, and they're like, ugh, drama, really? Like, for them it's boring. There isn't good drama lessons are not a thing. Like, children don't get taught about it. They'd rather sit and watch TV than go out to the theatre nowadays.
I'd say typical theatre goers go to watch theatre. Whereas, for example, in Hamlet, where Benedict Cumberbatch was playing recently, people would go to see him. So they'd still go to the theatre and still watch the play, even if they were secretly watching it for Benedict Cumberbatch. But they're still pumping money into the system.
No, 100% no. I don't even need to think about that. You see it every day. You see it everywhere. Theatre isn't just something on a stage or something performed. It's it's not just stepping away from being yourself and adopting a different role. It's everything. I mean, I go to work. When I'm at work, I'm not me. I am me, but I'm not just me, which is what most actors on stage do. They are themselves playing a character. I'm myself playing a barista at Costa. And obviously, I've got customer service is a role. Theatre's everywhere. Theatre is not a dying role. Just some people prefer to sit down and watch theatre than perform it.
Nowadays, we're so busy all the time, and we get everything just like that, and everything's so instantaneous. Say when you watch a film, if you look at the scenes, they're not more most of the time than a couple of seconds, or little action clips, nanoseconds even before they move on to the next thing. I think that certain people can probably see going and seeing theatre as more work than just being able to buy a DVD, sit in the comfort of their home and watch films.
But I feel like now it's, especially with like contemporary theatre, it's trying to like tackle different issues, and I think it's going in a very different way.
People who don't know theatre as like we do or don't study it, it's never existent to them, so they wouldn't consider it as an art form in general just because they don't know about it. In our eyes, it will always be a breathing art form in terms of us artists trying to revamp theatre, and our passion will keep it alive no matter what.
No, it's just evolving. I would say to that.
It's being recreated more than it is being dying. So I would say no, in a way, but also yes. It's literally just evolving more so than it is going out.